Just coming to your comfortable lying down position. Whether those knees are bent up or they're flat out on the mat. The arms either by the side or just resting on the body. Just as we always do. Just settling in here. Just tuning into your breath. And if it feels comfortable, just allowing the eyes to close. And just that attention drawing inwards. It might be the first time today. Just enjoying the stillness. Just hearing the sounds of each breath. And each breath calming, relaxing and energizing. Just observing the breath. Allowing any thoughts in the mind to just drift away. And as you observe the breath, feeling that chest rising and the ribs in the tummy. And then as everything just gently contracts, as this rhythm repeats with each cycle. And just over time, it's that breath, it's becoming a little longer. Each round just releasing and relaxing a little farther. Just letting go and easing. Now, for the next inhale, let's take a long deep breath. We fill that lung, ribs and tummy, holding this just for a second, and through parted lips, just sigh it away. And repeat twice more. And only when you've had those three, just letting that breath go, just observing the quality of it now, it's maybe a little longer. And then we'll begin to work into the neck, just gently rolling the head side to side, as it just falls to each side nice and loosely. So we just work around these neck muscles. Going as fast or as slow as you wish. And in time, it's bringing that head back to center and stillness. And let's stretch the arms as we inhale, reaching these arms up overhead. And we'll just leave them here, just having a nice stretch out. You can flex the toes away if you wish. And then gently on our next exhale, just bringing these arms down to our sides again. And from here, it's bending these feet in if they haven't already. Reasonably close into the hips. But before we move, let's just inhale, just lifting the head up, perhaps looking towards the knees. As we exhale again, just peeling the head down, keeping the chin tucked in, with the palms face down by your sides. Let's work with pelvic tilting. Just inhale, just peeling those hips up just a fraction. As we exhale down, just repeating with each breath. Just micro movements, just awakening the lower spine. So as we inhale up, that small curve of the back flattens on the mat. As we exhale down, as that curve returns. Now, if you want to increase, we can inhale as we lift up into full bridge. Inhale, pressing through the feet and legs, lifting the hips up, but we're not holding. As we exhale, peeling the spine down. Twice more. Inhale, peeling the spine up. And exhale as we peel down, observing the pauses between each of our breaths. Now, when you've had those three, you can lift up and hold, or continue working breath by breath. Now we can hold for 6 breaths, maybe it's less. If you want, you can tuck the shoulders under so you interlock the palms. With each inhale, pressing through the legs. And the exhale, just a gentle press through the arms. And only when you've had your 6. And tucking the shoulders if they were tucked. As we exhale, peeling that spine down again. Just resting it here. And in time, as we take a hold of each knee individually, just drawing it out and up to our sides of our chest. Just counter stretching. As we hold this, just keeping those shoulders dropped. You can have a gentle rock side to side if you wish. And then, as we come back to center, we'll just circle the knees. So as we exhale, circling the knees as they go out and forward, as they come together. As we inhale, squeezing them in. Twice more as we exhale around. And inhale, squeezing in. When you've had those 3, let's go the other way. So as we exhale, knees going forward. As we inhale them out and around and back in. Twice more. When those knees come back together, you can just have a gentle hug around if you wish. Whether stillness or rocking. And then from here, we come back to center. So as we inhale, we're going to bring the arms out to shoulder heights. Keep these knees quite close in. As we exhale, those knees fall to the floor on any side. perhaps looking over the opposite shoulder, only if it's comfortable. As we hold here, observing the breath in this side of the chest, it's feeling if this is now more prominent. Exhale, releasing into the twist. And the other side. Inhaling to center. As we exhale across. Taking that look over the shoulder if you wish. Observing if that breath is now more prominent on this side. As we ease into the twist here. And then inhale back to center. And then let's send one foot on the mat and the other in the air. The arms can stay out by the side or they can move if you like. Give this foot a rotate around in the air if it wants. And then in time, can we inhale, just taking a hug, maybe around the back of the thigh, maybe up a little higher, maybe the toes if you're anywhere near close. And then exhale, can we just draw this leg in a little closer to the chest? Just enough to activate the back of this leg. Lovely. And then, next inhale, let's bring this ankle in the air onto the thigh. Sending that knee out, that's it. Taking a hug across the other thigh now. Can we inhale, squeezing that knee in? And that will just help open the hips. It presses that lower back on the mat as well. If you want to extend, you can inhale, lift the head up towards the knee. You don't have to be still. You can maybe rock or just enjoy the stillness. And then let's exhale. Head down, foot down, arms back out to in line with the shoulders. Then let's rock these knees gently from side to side. Slowly building that momentum. And if it does come to the point that the sole of the foot touches the floor, just leaving it there. Perhaps looking over the opposite shoulder. As we hold this twist, just observing the differences between the last one. As we inhale, back to center again. Lifting that foot back up into the air. Now, point the heel up, not the toes. And then trying to keep the leg reasonably straight. Slowly exhale it down. Working that core as we lower. When it's down, let's inhale that foot, the knees bent up. As we send the other leg in the air. To repeat this side. So starting, you can give this ankle a rotate if it wants it. And then, can we inhale, hugging either around the thigh, maybe higher up. Gently exhale, squeezing this leg in a little. And this one might feel a lot different to the other side. And then, as we inhale, bringing this ankle onto the thigh, that knee out to the side. Can we take a hug on the other thigh this time? As we squeeze this knee in, opening the hip on this side. And again, if you wish, inhaling the head up towards the knee. As we exhale, lowering the head and knee. Those arms back out to shoulder height. As we take that rock side to side, starting slow, gradually building the momentum. And if the foot lands on the floor, leaving it there. Perhaps looking over the opposite shoulder. Releasing into the twist on this side. And inhale, center again. Foot in the air as we point this heel up. And then slowly exhale it down. Lovely. As we inhale that knee in, hugging the knees in. Now you can hold around the thighs as you get ready to rock up to seated, or coming in any other way if you wish. But if you're rocking up, taking it slow, massaging the spine up. And then eventually, in your seated position, let's just find that spine long and light. As we inhale, making the space as we come up. As we exhale, just rooting down. Settling here just for a second. Tuning back into that breath. Lovely. And with the arms, let's just inhale. We reach them up. Now as they come up, you can look up, sneaking a gentle back bend. As we exhale back to heart center. Again, inhaling up. And exhaling back down. Now, this time, just one arm. Inhaling that one up. And exhaling over as the other hand crawls out. As we hold, inhale, reaching the top arm, just feeling that stretch in the side. Now, inhale. You have the choice. You can work the core as you lift both arms. Reaching up. Exhaling over other side. Do you reach on the inhale here? It's giving in bits by bits. Now if you want working the core, both arms in the inhale. And exhaling everything back. And then let's work our way through to all fours, any way you like. Whether that's rolling on those knees, whatever is comfortable for you. And in our all four position, whether that's on the palms or on the fists, it's finding that spine nice and lengthened. And then let's move into cat. As we inhale, curling from the base, as we look up to the ceiling. Exhaling again from the base as we curl down. Breath by breath. Just feeling through each of the vertebrae. And if you want, just taking a really deep bend in those elbows. And that can almost make it a scooping like movement. Just doing one or two more. When you've done those, just exhaling our way back into child, adjusting so it's comfortable for you. So that chest and head just melting to the mat. And the inhale's finding that length in the spine. Exhale, the body just giving in and relaxing. And if you wish, you can inhale, just lifting those palms up onto the fingertips. Just feeling that stretch just moving up the spine. Then the next exhale or two, just lowering those palms. As we inhale, back up to all fours. And then let's find a little more energy. So getting ready to come into dog. So we can tuck those toes under. Now let's do what we did on Tuesday. So first, the toes tuck, just exhale, sinking the hips back. You can sneak a stretch in the back of those feet. And then as we inhale, just using the legs, powering the hips up. As we sink that chest and head through. Just giving that head a wiggle just so it's nice and loose. You can take a quick walk from foot to foot if you wish. Lovely. Now, we're going to move into a lunge. So you can come down, or if you want, inhaling up into three-legged dog. And then slowly exhale, bending the knee as we sink it through into our lunge. Now remember, we have the option, the back knee can be dropped or it can stay where it is. And in our lunge, checking that knee and ankle. As we inhale, it's almost as if we're making length in the chest, breathing into the chest. Now, if you want, you can inhale, lifting up. You can bring those arms up as well if you like. Just as a little challenge. Sneaking a back bend. Thigh should be nice and awake now. And then let's exhale. Back down. Remember, you can always drop that back knee at any point. As we come into a twist. Now, it doesn't matter what palm you plant, because we're going to do it both ways. So with one palm planted, inhale, opening up, perhaps looking up, finding length between the palms. Next exhale, planting that one that was in the air. Now as we inhale, opening up the other side. As we exhale, back down. And if it's not, drop that back knee. Enjoy that moment of release. And then let's move it into pigeon. I can try and explain it, or you can work your own way. We all seem to know how to get there. If you want, sinking the hips back. As we tuck that ankle in line with the knee. Send the knee down. So we lower those hips down. That's it. Now, whether it's palms or fingertips, we inhale, lifting up tall. Each exhale, just allowing those hips to release down. And then, my favourite bit, is exhale, walking it forward. Whether it's onto the elbows, or just reaching them out. And that chest and head sinking through. And then, as we inhale, we can walk ourselves back up. As we ease out, back to our all fours. Giving the leg a shake if it wants. Perhaps a wee shake of the hips. And then, let's repeat, other side. So, palms planted, toes tucked under. Exhale, sending the hips back to the heels. New inhales, we power through the legs. Lifting up into dog, sinking that chest and head through. Again, having a walk if you like. You're just enjoying the stillness. And then let's come into lunge. So if you want, inhaling into three-legged dog. That's it. Exhale, sinking that leg through. Whether you drop that back knee or not is your choice. Checking the knee and ankle on this side. It's finding that length in the spine. If you wish, inhale. Remember that back knee doesn't have to be straight. Using your breath to calm and still. As we exhale, lowering down. Ready to open to any side. One palm planted. As we inhale the other up. To make the space between the palms. And exhale as we lower down, planting this palm. As we inhale, opening the other one up. Exhaling that down. Lowering the back knee. As we work our way to pigeon on this side. Sending the hips back, front ankle in line with the back knee. And then lowering these hips down. We lift up, nice and tall. As if we're breathing in, just filling this chest. And as we exhale, walk it forward, whether it's onto elbows or reaching out. That chest and head just sinking down. And then time. Inhale, walking it back up. As we come back to our all fours. It's doing what you need, whether it's making a figure of 8 with the hips. And then we're going to come into kneeling. So just sending the hips back. So lower kneeling if that's comfortable. Just finding yourself nice and tall. And then a bit more work on the thighs. Forgot what those were. So keep the spine straight. Can we inhale up? Now spine straight means we have to use the thighs. Now only if you wish. This might be too much on the toes. You can tuck the toes under. Can we exhale back? Back onto these hips. Now if you prefer, you can always chuck a cushion under. Let's repeat with each breath. So, spine straight. Excellent. Inhale up. Untuck. Exhale down, or even just a little bit. Now, one more. Ooh, using the thighs. Tucking those toes. Exhaling back. And then we're going to come through onto these feet. So you can roll over if you want. Coming any other way. Again, that spine is tall. That's it. So we're going to come up to stand. So if you've got the spine lengthened, you can use the arms as a balance. And all on the inhale, send it up. You can send the toes down. It's finding your long standing position. You can give the thighs a massage if you want. Just giving them a nice loose tap off. Just allowing that breath to settle. And then, lengthened, chin tucked in, shoulders dropped. So we root down through these feet. And then we're just going to work in a little to the hips and around the legs. So, first of all, it's keeping this section, torso and legs, still. We're just going to rotate the arms. So you're still looking forward. That works into the shoulders. Now, allow the head to go with it. So you can start looking around. The shoulders might move a little more. And then you can allow these knees to bend. And that'll take you around a little further. One knee might bend as the heel lifts up. It's all nice and loose. And then let's just start to slow that momentum down. So you slow it down, starting to lock the knees and the head again. Just allowing it to come to stillness by itself. Finding that lengthened position again. Just inhale, reaching up. Those palms together, Exhaling back to heart center. Now we're going to repeat again, but with a back bend. Inhale, reaching up. If you wish, sigh that breath away. As we inhale to center. Exhale, back down. Lovely. Give those wrists to rotate off. Now, you might find it good or bad, but there's no warrior 2 tonight, or any warriors, because I think we've used the thighs enough. So that means we're going straight to our balance. So finding the position. So because we're going straight to the balance, we're going to change it up. First, just inhale, lifting the toes. That chest lifts. Exhale, toes down. Can the heels come up? Lovely. Inhale, I think it is. Heels down, toes up. Exhale, so just working to your breath. Just keeping yourself nice and balanced. Lovely. Now, when you next lower down, just staying here. And let's just have a bit of fun. So I teach this in my in-person classes. I've not quite done it online as much. So first, just inhale, lifting the toes as we did before. Exhale, send the big toe down. Then send all the toes down on the next exhale. Same again. Inhale, toes up. Can we exhale the big toe and the pinky toe down? Now you can take a peek, see if that's happened or not. All toes down. So one more. Inhale, toes up. Can we exhale as the middle 3 toes go down? All toes down. Lovely. We should have those feet nice and planted and awake now. Now, you might think that's crazy, but keep practicing that and you might get it. I've been doing it for years and I still haven't though. So, inhale, one heel up. This chest nice and lifted. Oh, sorry, take the choice if you want a wall close by. Can we inhale this knee up in front? Whether it holds it or it hangs. You can have a quick rotate off if you wish. And then, exhaling out to the side. You have this other arm as a balance. Always remember this chest is lifted. And then in your time, tucking that foot in to wherever it goes. When you're ready, just inhale, reaching up, nice big stretch. Palms together, down to heart center. As we allow those shoulders to drop. And if you want, just let the thumb touch the chest. And draw the breath into the thumbs and palms. That finds the lift. We root it down through that standing foot. Observing the breath. Finding the calm and stillness. And in your time, just exhale as we release. And have a quick walk, shake, just planting those feet down again. Just finding ourselves nice and lifted. As we inhale that other heel up. And then in time, that knee comes up. Having that rotate if you did before. When you're ready, exhaling out to the side. And then tucking the foot in when you're ready. Whether it's high, low, or the toes are touching the floor. Finding yourself nice and still. As we inhale, reaching up. Exhaling back down to heart center. And if you want, that thumb and chest can touch. Observing that lift with each inhale. We exhale, just rooting down through this foot. Observing the breath and the differences on this side. We're all unbalanced in different ways. And then, exhale. As we lower down. Now shake, release, whatever we feel we need. And then, we'll move into the upper back. So inhale, arms out to shoulder height. Now before we go, what we can do, if you want, exhale, send the arms back a little, just stretches the chest. As we come back, sending one elbow on top of the other. Those palms might interlock, or the back of the palms can touch. As we lift these elbows up to shoulder height. Observing the stretch across the upper back. And then with a bend in the knees. Let's exhale to halfway. And at halfway, inhale, almost finding a little more length. As we exhale, releasing down into a fold. And just really have a generous bend on those knees. It's feeling the lower back give in, the upper back as well. As we inhale, all the way back up. Those elbows up. We exhale and undo. Other side. Other elbow on top. Maybe wrapping, whatever it is. Those elbows up to shoulder height on this side. Rooting down through the feet. As we exhale with a bend in the knees. Forward to halfway. As we inhale the length here. And then exhale, folding and releasing. In your time, just inhale, back up, elbows up, exhale, all the way down. You can have a shake, a roll, whatever you feel you need. As we work our way down to the floor. So a little bit different than normal. So the same what we just did, we're going down to halfway. So if you want, you can take a hold of the hips. That chest lifted with a slight bend in the knees. Exhale, tipping forward to halfway. Now, before we fold, if you want, you can keep the hands on the hips or inhale either out to the side or all the way forward. And don't worry, I'm not going to ask us to lift our legs. So with each inhale, almost reaching the arms forward. Then on our next exhale, let's just fold it down. Everything nice and loose. Whether the arms are hanging, holding ankles, or the elbows. All your choice. And in time, we can plant the palms, stepping back into dog. And in your dog, doing what feels right for you, whether it's walking or still, or if you'd rather roll down to child, please do. And if you're still up, in the next breath or two, we roll down to all fours, sinking back to our child position. Everything calm and relaxed. Observing the breath. With each inhale, finding that energy. Each exhale, just releasing any tension. And in your time, let's just inhale ourselves up to our all fours. It's very briefly. We're going to work in cat. But can we move it into circle cat? So that means inhaling up. We exhale, circling around one way. As we inhale, circling around the other as we come up. And there's not a right or wrong way to do this. Just feel around the spine, hips and arms. But if you've gone one way, going the other as well. Lovely. And when you've worked evenly, as we come back, we'll work our way through to lie down. Any way you like. Whether that's rolling over the ankles, as we scoot to the front of the mat. Last challenge for the core. As we inhale the spine tall, lifting the arms up. Exhale, peeling that spine down. So the last thing that's down is the shoulders and then the head. And when you're down, just having a nice loose bend on the knees. It doesn't matter if they're out wide or in front or close. And we can just work with pelvic tilting again. So just having a gentle press on the inhale through the legs. Just that presses the lower back on the mat. Do you exhale and release? Just breath by breath. Lovely. When you next lower down, letting that go, we take one final twist. Inhaling those arms out to shoulder heights. And just loosely allowing the knees to fall to any side. It's taking that look over the other shoulder, only if you like. Just feeling the body give in. And then in your time, other side. So we inhale to center. And exhale across. It's nice and loose. The attention on the breath. As we inhale, back to center. And lifting the arms and legs up into the air. As much of a bend, just so everything can hang. You can have a gentle rotate around if you like. And if you've done that, just having a nice loose shake off. And then inhale. Arms through the center of the legs. As we take a hold of the outer edges of the feet or the ankles. Just drawing the knees out and up. Maybe you have a rock here. And then, in time, you can just exhale down, doing any final stretches you feel you need to find your relaxation position, in whatever that may be. Just feeling that body sinking and settling on the mat, supported by the floor and the earth. Focusing our attention only on the breath. Just allowing the mind to clear. Just observing the rising of the chest on the inhale. And as it lowers gently on the exhale. Just that breath becoming longer, calmer and stiller. And the mind relaxed and calm. And then, bit by bit, you can just draw your awareness around the body. Starting at the head. In your time, just working your way down. And eventually all the way to the toes. If you come across any areas of tension, you inhale, filling it with energy. Just exhale, feeling the release. It's calming yourself bit by bit as you work through the body. And when you've completed, just tuning back into that breath, everything calm and relaxed. And in time, just draw our attention back to this moment. In time, gently wiggling the toes and fingers. If you want, inhale, reaching those arms overhead for a nice stretch. And in time, as we exhale the arms down, hugging those knees in, whether still or a rock. As we gently roll over to any side for that brief moment of pause. As you open the eyes here, and then just lifting yourself up to your seated position. As we find the spine long and light, chin tucked in, and just everything calm. As we observe the quality of the breath. It's nice, long, filling, deep inhales. And relaxing, calming exhales. And in time, as they inhale, reaching the palms up as they come together. As we exhale everything back to heart center. As we bow our heads. Namaste.